Yeah, well, let's see if they can get a series win. So far, they've been able to win one map. That's true of both teams. Hardpoint victory on Scar against the Thieves for the Falcons. Ravens are able to win a search and destroy. So neither team finding much success yet, but it's going to be Pred with a lot of it early on here on Colossus Hardpoint to kick us off. He starts out 3-0.
Yeah, nice start from him. And again, yeah, you have Kismet on this team, so on maps like this, you can run 3 subs. You have a very strong sort of 3-sub trio between this. Well, Pred gets one, actually gets a double, so a very strong start here for Falcons, showing off kind of what we were talking about, that there is flexibility with this lineup.
We'll see if they can make it click. A series that they really feel the pressure to win to get some CDL points going before we get to our first major at the end of January. We'll be headed to Dallas, but still a lot of competition.
Yeah, man, they were
like T4, right around there, yeah.
Like top 6, got to a final at our first minor. Like they were a big story. A couple of team changes, everybody else kind of caught up, but it was a very strong start for Carolina, so they want to get back to that.
And they made, what, a team change and just never kind of got back to it, right?
Like, yeah, it's just that discussion. Did people catch up? Was it the right team change? It probably wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, that happens, though. You make a team change. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it's not. But we think, for the most part, at least with this year, most team changes we're going to see, and probably going to happen after Major 1. That's usually your kind of rule of thumb. At least play through the first Major.
Yeah, unless the scrims have been awful.
Yeah, true. Unless right. It's like that bad, you know?
The holiday break does open up some timing towards this P4.
Rush will be here. Got to deal with early. Be Kismet just tucked away, lane prone in a corner. He's going to give himself a freebie. Not traded out. Is playing it slow as Craze. They kind of send it one by one. And that won't lead to any success for Royal Ravens. I'm a little surprised there. It's like you send one player in, then another one's just kind of, I don't know, holding for the trade. But Kiz is, well, I don't want to say off angle. His corner, though, perfect for the play.
And that's sort of like why we talk about maybe Kiz will end up running a second sub, because just those sorts of plays, we just don't really, Pred, that's not sort of what he's going to do. Exit has just been the super hyper aggro guy. There's no one doing that, at least so far. And that's just kind of makes sense. Like, that is why Kismet is a world champion.
Beautiful play from him, and now we just watch Exit on 5 in a row. Streak keeps going. Up to 6. Lead building now for Falcons. What, about 10 seconds remaining on Old as we get ready for our next hardpoint. Exit streak will end there. We get into our second set.
I'm holding yellow to C. One's pinching you guys P4.
Back into the action. Falcons looking good so far. The lead still sitting around 50.
Yeah, now Ravens right now just trying to fight on back around 50 seconds or so, but another great P2 hold there for Falcons. You just heard the listening, the intensity from these guys. We heard it all year last year, especially actually these guys just play with such pace, such aggression, but right now it may not matter. That's going to be a 4-dead chance for Ravens.
This is a big chance. Slasher, Craze, both on 3 in a row, trying to lock down the point. Great shots at range here from Lurks.
To deal with Kismet, Slasher with the SMG. He's got it, but on the hill, a one-on-one win for Pred.
No, you nailed it. This is where Falcons pulled away last time. You're hoping Ravens maybe the chance to equalize, but for now inside, it will be Falcons. They're going to lose a couple of players, though, so numbers are going to be here for Ravens. That's going to be 2. Make it 3 for Narrow. They'll break right back in. So still 40 seconds, a crucial 40 seconds. They get this, what, within 10, 15 points. They're in a beautiful spot, but now you got to hold. They've got map control, they've got spawns, they're making the comeback.
Yeah, and I mean, they're just starting to slag. He's starting to get these pop-off moments, but it's a lot easier to do that when you have those close spawns. Can reinforce quickly, but as soon as I say that, it's going to be all 4 dead. But it's with 15 seconds or so. Yeah. I mean, you would have loved to have it. That's going to be a 30-point swing.
Immediately. But now into our 3rd set of rotations.
There's Kiz again going on a big wrap. He's going all the way around. So Falcon, you're waiting on him. This is almost like an SD route where you're just sort of waiting on this route, and there we go. He's going to find the first.
Finds the first. Great read onto the second. Kiz is making the plays with sub in hand. And you're over there going, you literally is off camera. You're like, yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, it makes us, I don't know, when we have that narrative we're sort of discussing. This is what he does, man. Yeah, this is why we were having that discussion. It's twice now. We've seen on rotation, Kismet with a sub in hand make big-time plays for the squad.
Yeah, this is just a map where he will have a sub out. Yeah. We're not sure if there's been any kind of change yet. We'll probably find out on a different respawn, but yeah, a couple of massive plays helping keeping the team out in front, now needing 40 for the W. As Exit cleans up one after Cell got a pair. They're looking at
this could be so tough to do on Colossus.
Cellium leading the way in the slaying column, having himself a game. Kismet hitting about everything inside the room.
I mean, Lurk's movement there was insane.
Yeah, no, that looked a little wild. Best of luck tracking that, but Kiz will tally in another pop the reload before he re-engages. Just 19 needed for the win and back into the point. They can win it here. First guy they can push is going to be Lurks. Now it's going to get staggered for Royal Ravens. They can't go one by one. Everybody has got to send it. I love this from Exton. Tuck into a corner, catch somebody. Able to do just that. And that should seal it. Unless they get there to pick Cellium out of it. Not going to happen. Map 1. I mean, offense just, it's tough here. It is.
You get like wallbang through. It's tough to cross the bomb. That's really the key.
We see a lot of rounds in without it getting planted, put it that way.
Correct, yeah. Just tough to cross the bomb. You don't have a trophy. That's what teams are waiting for. But you will find that first blood on the Kismet. But still, there's going to be the trade, and well, there's a double piece. So Pred's going to find a double. Lurks, though, on the trade. So 2 versus 2 still need to plant.
Hell of a job by Pred, just giving them a chance in the round after losing their first man. Nice little reach out there from Cell. He's traded out down to a 1 versus 1. Exton, I thought, had the freebie for a moment, but he gets ripped. Both players trying to get back to full. Just over 10 seconds to go. Craze recouping bomb. Gets the spot, has to plant.
He's got enough time. Now it's just a call, 50-50. Well, goes for the plant. Where did he go?
Okay.
Craze thinks he's going on the mid. But sometimes that's just what this game is.
Well, first blood this time to the offense again. Cellium and the squad combo needs to find that early pick. So now we'll see what the Royal Ravens defense opts to do as you lose the man early. Probably hard to play it as aggressive on A as you'd like to.
As I say, bomb was B side. I thought for a second there they were going to try to just like switch things up, but I think with the first blood behind the nade, Jizz is just going to wrap it back. Now time to start to work this objective. This is all about the numbers game now, and Jizz is just going to go right on it. Doesn't see anybody watching the cross, so timing will be good for him.
No, we talk about how hard it is to plant, but a little bit easier after you get that blood, because yeah, Royal Ravens can't take the positions they want to. Exit, he's got it right across at the box. Craze is going to pop. Does he turn it into multiple? He does. Now just trying to finesse. Help is going to come in. Yeah, you hope Nero can win that one. Not able to do it. It's going to need to be an ace now from Craze, and enemy pings from fire just to find an opening.
He's got to be careful because sometimes that player top stairs will just go for a wallbang through the window, but instead he's going to get caught by Cellium. So first blood again for Falcons. See, Slasher was just watching that flank, but now he feels like he's got to get involved, so he's going to try to work middle.
Lurks just getting wall banged, ripped, and dropped. Slasher trying to find an opening. Gonna give, I thought maybe Cell another one, but it'll be Exton that closes it out. So far, so good for Falcons, and I think Cell on 4 or 5. That's the one thing, it's like not quite traditional Call of Duty. A little bit different despite having some traditional maps. Another nade kill for Cell. His streak keeps on going. He's 7-1. Pred gets another. Nero left alone. 1 versus 4. 20 seconds to go. Sniper in hand. Best of luck with that.
They've just never had numbers, really, Ravens. These last 3 rounds have been all Falcons. And on this map, when you're down a man or two,
oh, he was hitting that.
You feel like you have to hit a timing, right, to catch them off in no man's land or catch them on the bomb, and they just haven't been able to switch it up this time. They've played so standard. Now they're getting aggressive, and well, it was Craze trying to pick up the deep flank, so he does get a trade.
Do they know there's going to be 2 more?
Probably not, yeah. So I like this switch up here. What's been working? Now let's get aggressive. Cell's going to find one. He's on 7 in a row. Stats going to be looking a lot better. He also has the health.
Yeah, let's say. Cell's like, listen, I've been the top KD for however many years in a row. When I'm going to get mine, I'm going to get mine. He's no free kills.
Slasher makes it, oh my, yeah. Just the timing. But Nero does turn this into a 2-on-2.
They fly at him. Nero gets a second. And Slasher will clean up. And yeah, Slasher, I mean, honestly, just peeking there for a second was probably enough to set Nero up, I imagine. Or maybe,
still, good switch up for them, and now you have this.
And that should free up the A bomb site. As Cell will be calling everybody out. From A bomb site wide open. They'll take the plant off of the streak, or will they? It looks like he hopped on it, was about halfway and hopped off of it. Just worried maybe the timing wasn't going to work out.
They didn't really slow it down, so didn't float in the air for too long, but they got a first blood through it. You trap 2 players inside of that mid deli. So 2 versus 3 now. And you have Pred starting to lurch his way on up.
That timing is not the best for Slasher. That is disgusting stuff. At first I thought Pred was going to be a free kill. Slasher turns right before he bounces up. They're hunting for him, not finding him. Pred makes the play. Lead, like up 5-1. There's probably going to be some plays like that. Well, can they take opportunity?
It's just a really good lurk play by Slasher. He's the one getting aggressive, because usually that mid-cut is controlled by the defense. He just catches a timing. He went so quick into that spot. So great job by also, who we normally don't sort of see that. Him taking space away.
Yeah, I was like surprised it was Slasher.
No, yeah, but well, That first blood may not matter. Because you got one player deep on the flank. That's going to be Exton. Cellium, he's got the sniper in hand.
Yeah, of course, it's been Pred and Cell. They've been leading the way throughout, and they might be bringing them back in a 3v4 in this one. But now, due to the kills, they're up a man. Ravens trying to hold on for dear life. Slasher and Nero, good damage in from Slasher. Tries to find an opening across. That's going to bait Pred through and set up Nero for 2. Slasher may not get the kills, but it's a huge round. Now down to 1 versus 1. Exton is a bullet. Trying to get it, but I mean, get back to full. I mean, that's round.
Yeah, so
That's a round.
You don't really have time for this. So
Yeah, he had to just send it, and
he's going to be happy about that. I'll just be thinking, what is that guy doing?
yeah, I mean, it's like down. The rest of the team kind of working their way up towards A. They have 2 inside of Deli.
What did that stun miss? The wallbang's coming through. Okay, that's what you have to be worried about. But the problem is Lurk died. So Lurk's is going to get taken down from up top. And you have Craze lurking here. That's the sort of the issue.
You just don't need to die there.
Yeah, don't need to die here. Your playmaker is in his spot. This is what you're waiting on, to at least get 1 or 2. But now guess what? You're still down a man.
Craze gets to his box, can't make anything happen. Cell then pushes up the map. Him and Slasher are having that one-on-one extended out on plane side. Finally, they square up mid. Cell able to win it, all to Nero. Bomb getting planted here. Not going to find an opening. Kiss lurking, awaiting, finding the kill. A nice search win there for Falcons. Team starting to click.
We just saw he goes on that streak in map 2. Let's see how they look in Overload.
Now, they're going to need to get locked in every mode if they're going to contend with the top teams who they suffered losses to early on in Optic and Thieves. And just with it being a new mode, like I don't know, I feel like it's a really good opening for a team if they do put the work in, if it does click for them a little bit before other squads. It's not like it's overly complicated, right? It's similar to other modes we've played, but it's still new.
No, 100%. Yeah, this is where you can try
That's
to
a quick score.
Yeah, set yourselves apart. And as you said, 40 seconds in, and there's just, again, just the slaying has been so lopsided in this matchup. If you are a Falcons fan, you are happy because this is kind of what you were hoping in matchups like this.
Dude, yeah, Ravens are getting just slammed. They've got 2 kills so far.
I thought you were going to talk about the Moni again.
There's a 2-0 lead. Wait, I didn't get the Moan. You got the Moan for Falcons. It's time to play defense, and that defense just gets blown up.
Oh, he's trying to do it
Slasher with
himself.
a double, tries to go through, doesn't get in. Goal line defense is there. I think he just thought I hit that nade. I got 2 on in.
No, yeah, he's pushing it, just trying to go. Almost hits the timing, comes down to a 1 versus 1, but Pred able to find it. Really, you were hoping Lurks found one because he was setting up that pinch through window room, but you picked that up if you're Falcons, but another chance here. It's gonna be 3 dead, it's top side. If you are Ravens, this is the side you want up, but Drake's shots out of Exton, a wonderful snap. Then you're just sort of waiting for your teammates to get in the player in the window room. That time was towards the top side.
Yeah.
A little, again, kind of what we've talked about. Just feels like, I don't know, comms-wise, how they want to play a game, not on the same page.
Yeah, I thought that Crazy was just going to kind of tuck away, wait for them to engage so he could pounce. But yeah, the timing just a little bit off. But that's, yeah, we've talked about that through the hard point, through the search. Just tiny misplays or just misplays in timing. X did just melt Slasher. Nice little snap onto the second. Now a chance for them to get forward and score. Going to win the one-on-one towards EMP. Pred able to do that.
The nades.
Hit the gap and get through. A late first half score there for Falcons as well. It was all Falcons in the first minute and a half. Then Ravens start to fight for some control, but all that fight, it feels like for Ravens, kind of dissipates. And it might get worse if these final 30 seconds, if Falcons are somehow able to score again, that would be painful. Will there be an opening? Trying to find kills, 20 seconds to go. EMP down, that will end it. So
It's always so abrupt. He just dies.
no, honestly, it's like, so he's got flashbang.
He died halftime.
Yep. Halftime.
Like, he doesn't. You can just leave him there, right?
Yeah, no, true.
Like, they're not moving the EMP whatsoever. So it's one of those things where, guys, he's behind us. Like, can we go forward? But yeah, just deal with him.
Yeah, it's just like when will he maybe shoot in the back? It's just tough. Someone's got to pick it up. But through all that wackiness early, nothing really done objectively. Everybody kind of still fighting for control. Speaking of like flank plays, Pred might be the one to do it now. They're going to wait to find some openings. EMP is going to reset out to mid-map.
And they've had a lot of map control. There's always just been this one more player. You need EMP control. And you just have had Pred or Exton be so annoying. Like, you have ring control again. This is the second or third time where if you're Carolina, you've had players in this position. The problem is the EMP hasn't moved. It still hasn't. Exton is buying so much time.
He's just been in their window. Like, he's been in their window with a perfect line of sight on EMP. Like, until he's dead, you're not grabbing
Yeah,
it.
now you got to do it again, right? So, all right, we lose ring control, but all right, we have EMP. The problem is now everyone's up for Falcons. They can have a very stable defense here.
Still, though, an opportunity for Ravens to get within one. Got to start executing. Well, that might disappear before it begins, or does it? Nero some damage into the third player. That's the cue for Lurks to get on forward. He's able to finish it off. Opening is in, and there's the score. So you lose the first two players, and then basically 2v4 for the score there. That's incredible from Ravens, but we're not done yet. Just under 2 to go. They need another score.
Yeah, they do have topside.
Maybe a chance now for more insanity.
Yeah, Lurks just grabs the EMP. I thought he was going to maybe try to get pushed up. He was the first one off spawn. I don't think you want to be the first one off spawn to be grabbing it. That's when you want to apply the pressure based on what we've seen from our top teams. And, well, he just kind of slows down, right? You just have a pistol now. But yeah, maybe they just want to control possession. Didn't want them to play keep away.
Maybe that's the case, but it's still technically possible. They're just going to have to get all of the kills. Pred able to get 2 from mid. It's bottom side spawn. Forward man's going to be crazed. He's going to grab him. The rest of his team is coming off a spawn. Can they get to him? He's just going to go for it. Maybe find an opening. Yeah, it's his desperation time.
Yeah, do the timing, the reset, 10 seconds. They know they need 2 scores, and yeah, it's just...
Yeah, I mean, hell, he got closer than I thought he was going to be honest. But Falcons, after the early struggles with the start and kickoff of the league, now on the board. They get the 3-0 win. They get 10 CDL points, and now, hey, listen,
the Falcon green.
Yeah, what's this new look
I mean,
here?
I'm feeling good. What's up?
What's this new look? The headband.
Yeah,
What we
we
got?
Jackson Dart inspired. What's
Oh
going
yeah,
on?
it's for my glasses. It's for my glasses.
Okay.
I wear it because
Keeps him locked in.
Yeah, it keeps the glasses off his face. Cellium, congratulations on the win, Riyadh Falcons. I want to ask you kind of what the transition for you has been like, obviously being on Atlanta Faze for the past couple of years with the same kind of trio, now kind of being tossed, not want to say the wolves, but it's definitely a different dynamic.
Yeah, I mean, it feels good to be honest. It's a breath of fresh air for me. I'm still getting along with these guys. I'm still learning like the tendencies and stuff. So it's definitely a learning process, but I like it.
Cellium, first of all, insane numbers once again. Back to what you've been doing best for years. I wanted to ask you about the dynamic and the roles of this team, okay? Because when we look at it, you know, Pred, Exit running the subs, but when you guys had the 3 subs out on that map 1, it just looks so fluid. You guys look so good. Is this something you guys have tested between those 3? Who's the best sub duo?
I mean, to be honest, it's just like Kids is a natural sub, so any 3 sub meta map, our team's gonna be insane because we have 3 natural subs. So, yeah, I mean, it just feels good with like on those maps.
Can we dive in depth a little bit too to the search and destroy? So last week on the opening weekend, you guys looked like you were far behind in that game mode. Today, I mean, you guys had your default strats. Everything was working well with you on the island. How'd you guys fix it so fast?
Just this last week, our team focused on S&D and Overload. Like I feel like our hard points, like it's pretty good, but our S&D and Overload needed to work. So that's what we tried like prioritizing this past week.
Cellium, there was a lot of haters out there that were hoping you guys would look like the Falcon squad of the previous season. That is not the case, and you proved that it was just a scheduling issue on week 1. You lose to Optic, you lose to LA Thieves. What are your personal expectations going into the first major?
Well, right now it's still a work in progress. I definitely think we can make some noise with our team. It just our team just need to put the time in and just keep going hard every day. So that's all it is.
Final question for you from the community. What's the support system look like? What's the coaching staff? Who all is working behind the scenes?
It's amazing. I mean, obviously Clay, 3-time world champ, Goach, you know, so he's our head coach, and we have JP on the back lines, you know, assisting Clay. So it's amazing, man. I mean, I'm still learning with these guys, and I like it here.
That is Cellium. He likes it here. He's getting paid to do it, and we like watching it. Cellium, congratulations on another dub, this time with the Falcons.
Thank you.
That is McCarthy.
I would like it there too, man. Go lie.
With that,
If I was MC,
kind of
same
crazy
way.
lineup.
I like it.